right, we're here in the hangar. We've got the plane apart, the cowling off. Doing an oil change, 35-hour oil and filter change. Came out here this morning and drained the oil, or began draining the oil. Let this sit for a few hours, even plugged in my preheater to get the oil warmed up. Normally I go fly it a little bit around, but today I didn't. 28:56 on the tack now. Again, 35 hours from our last oil change. For this airplane, it takes a Tempest AA48103-2. These things are getting hard to find, and oil is getting hard to find. I use the Phillips 66 20W50 aviation oil. So I ordered a couple cases yesterday, found them at airplaneoil.com. Got 2 cases for about $81 a case shipped to me, which is pretty good. I was going every other oil change. I was doing the filter every other change. I just am gonna probably start doing it every change now. This engine has about 450 cents major overhaul on it. And so I do have the oil drained. Quick release tube right down there, draining into this little flexible funnel underneath here and into my can. I'll take that to like AutoZone or somewhere to get rid of that oil. They'll recycle it. Put a Ziploc bag over the filter and try to catch some of the oil drippings. The used oil ends up having some chemicals that I'd rather not get on my hands. So I'm gonna slip on these gloves here. So we get that to where we can hand loosen it, and I'll slip this over. Okay, it's about showtime here for oil to start coming out. Okay, we hand tighten that on there. Then we'll torque it down a little bit. Hand tighten it down, and then you get your torque wrench and go another half a turn. That's kind of the rule of thumb. Tempest advises torquing it to 17 foot-pounds of torque. They have a cool little torque wrench that you can purchase. Before we put the cowl back on the aircraft, we're gonna do a run up and check for leaks. So I'm gonna get the plane out of the hangar, let it run for a little bit, might taxi around to the end of the alley and back possibly, and come back in here, park it, shut for leaks, and put the cowling back on, and we'll be ready to fly. So we've obviously got the engine cowling still off of the cart.
Best to do it like this. That way when you pull this up, all the residual oil goes through. Start your first spin. Get the cut and action going. So the first thing we can do is we can just kind of take a cursory look. Yeah, nothing jumps out at me there. So then there's numerous ways you can get at it with a knife, or you can just tear the little pleats out. You know. This is the no blood way.
Yeah.
Oh. So that's what we're trying to get to, is being able to look at that. Look at all the pleats, you know.
Because that's where stuff will get trapped.
Yeah, but I mean, there's nothing in here.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I mean, there's nothing in here. And the other thing you can do is, if you really want to get fancy, stick it in there.
Now what is that?
That's just gasoline, auto fuel.
Mm-hmm. So then that would get anything out that was on there.
Yeah.
And is now in the jar.
Now, hopefully, if it's big enough, it's in the jar, you know, and you can look at it. I can't see much there. So, tell you what, you take this and pour it through this coffee filter while I hang on to the filter. And then, you know, you can look in the bottom of the jar there. There's nothing to speak of. I mean,
Nothing to be concerned of.
no. I mean, there's might be those little bitty parts there. For instance, see that one that's clinging to the side?
Up here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Grab that with your finger and pull that out, and then see what it is. Crush it. See if it'll crush.
Yeah, it's getting smaller. Now, do you send any of your oil in for analysis, or do you just do this?
I just do
And
this.
you know what you're looking for.
You know, I have in the past. I've just been too cheap or lazy to do it now. And, you know, you need to do it on a regular basis. One sample is pretty much worthless.
Right, right.
But, you know, once they get 9 or 10, then they can see where things are changing and so on. So, I mean, the process is certainly valid.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So again, you know, it's a tactile feel thing. Is there anything in there? No. So. No, that's a great looking filter. But that's all there is to that.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
This is just cardboard.
Yeah. Yeah. Some sort of treated cardboard. Nothing there. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see. Move along. Move along.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great.
Okay, so that was fun, and George taught me a lot. He actually noticed my safety wire here and told me to find a different place to mount that rather than on that motor mount there. It's pretty educational, and you know, it's something you can save a couple dollars, but you'll invest time, and time is money, but I enjoy doing it myself.